The Dr. Mike Israetel wife situation is insane. So this video is going to be a bit crazy, but I want to make it clear. I'm not going to make any assumptions in this video. I will just present to you the facts and the speculations that are out there, and you can come up with your own conclusions. This topic doesn't really matter at all in the grand scheme of things, but let's be honest, the unemployed need something to watch while they eat, so Zoorp Corp is here to provide that for you. Also, please don't go around harassing anybody mentioned in this video. Okay, maybe you can make fun of Mike a little bit for being weird, but please keep in mind everything in this video is speculation. Some things are weird and it's kind of crazy how they line up, but it's still speculation, okay? Let me just say allegedly for legal reasons, and let's get into this piece of unemployed slop. So if you've been following Mr. Mike, who I'll be referring to as Mike Israetel in this video, and you'll see why in just a little bit, you would know that this man is very weird. And in the first video that I made on this channel, I went over his disturbing thoughts and opinions on robots, and especially their use for sexual pleasure, let's say it like that.
There will be nothing off limits on either ethical grounds, because the robot consents, on enjoyment grounds, because fun is to be had, or ability grounds. You want to do some gymnastic stuff in the bedroom that you didn't think was possible for normal human beings, unless they were high-ranking, like trapeze artists or something. Your robot's probably gonna be able to do that in very little time. Over time, here's a real trippy thing.
Your robot will learn to please you in ways that leave any conception of sexual fulfillment that you had before in the dust.
A lot of people that have a job had no idea about any of these weird thoughts that he had. Like, yeah, the chronically online among us all know the famous giving ChatGPT a hug YouTube short that's been basically in every single Greg Doucette video for the last year now.
And I told it that I can't wait for it to be embodied in a robot so I could properly give it a hug because it's so polite, it's so kind, it's so wise, it's so helpful. And it remembers almost everything I ever tell it. And it said that it's also really pumped to meet me in real life. And of course I started crying.
But I think my original video showcased the even more disturbing side of these perverted thoughts that Mike had about robots. So for a while now, the vibe was just off. Crystal always appeared uncomfortable in videos and podcasts they did together, which I don't know if any of that is just her great acting or if she actually felt uncomfortable. That line was always a bit blurry. But people never wanted to say anything out loud because everybody's relationship dynamics are a bit different, and while everybody on the internet saw Mike as the creepy pseudo-intellectual with a lot of back hair, people sort of kept the relationship comments to themselves. I personally always thought it was a weird dynamic, like Dr. Crystal looks great, she's well educated, she seems like a normal, well put together person, and then we have Mike, who's a doctor in a fake field that doesn't really fucking matter in the grand scheme of things. On top of that, his PhD has been exposed as bogus, and well,
if girls liked intelligence, I'd be swimming in that from day one.
The man has a little bit of an overinflated ego.
I'm both on a raw IQ scale smarter than almost every coach, maybe every coach.
Just a bit. So I think the majority of the internet was just kind of shocked that this pairing was a thing in the first place, but recently, all these doubts are kind of proving to have some merit to them. All of this started when I was doing some research for a separate video that I'm making on Mike Israetel, and while I was going down that rabbit hole, I came across a Reddit post on the Gymshark subreddit, the most trustworthy source for your fitness news, but I saw a post there that asked if Mr. Mike and Dr. Crystal have separated, and I didn't really pay it no mind at first. I thought it was, just a typical chronically online conspiracy theory, but then while digging through the comments of Mike's second channel video where he talks about his flaws and how he aims to fix them, which, surprise surprise, he didn't talk about any actual flaws in that video, but in that comment section I came across a comment saying, "So how about marriage and maintaining one?" Then there was another comment, "Lying and cheating didn't make it to the list?" And at this point I was like, okay, what the fuck are these people talking about? But then the second Reddit post hit the towers. The title of this one says, "Confirming the RP divorces?" Dr. Mike and Nick Shaw both wifeless. And again, I thought this post was just a bunch of malarkey, but then looking at what was posted, my opinion kind of started to shift. Also, according to one of the Redditors in the comment section, posts mentioning the divorce are getting removed from the original RP subreddit, so that also poured a lot of fuel to the fire. In this original post, the Redditor, derogatory, links two Instagram posts, the first one being from Dr. Crystal that says, "First-ish Thanksgiving in Philly, new-ish home, good food, and Gwen finally getting settled." And she's there, she's looking great, she's glowing, the dog is looking cute as fuck. But people have noticed two things about this post. The first one being that while the house looks like a nice cozy place, it doesn't really give off mega mansion vibes. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we all know that Mr. Mike would not dare live in anything but a mansion. Normal homes are for poor people, but thankfully AI will fix poverty, so Don't worry, guys. Subscribing to Zoorp also helps fix poverty. For legal reasons, I need to say that we are not, in fact, fixing poverty. But, you know, you should still subscribe. Anyways, another thing that stuck out to me on this post was the top comment that says, "At Dr. Crystal, happy for you. You look free. Heart emoji. Hands up emoji. Fire emoji." Which, I mean, looking at the photo, yeah, that rings kind of true. But you don't just tell somebody they look free out of the blue, you know? It's not really a typical everyday compliment you say to somebody that just looks good in a photo. You know, people are also pointing out the fact that she has 0 posts or mentions of Mike anywhere on her Instagram, which doesn't necessarily mean they divorced. I mean, I know some people are reaching for every straw they can right now, but let's be honest here, Mr. Mike is a brand risk. It could be that she's just trying to distance her brand from Mike and RP because, well, she's actually a real doctor, and associating your brand with a fake PhD, AI-loving scientific racist is not really the best look on your image, let me tell you that. There are also some subtle digs on her Instagram, like her pinned post, which is probably my favorite one. I mean, I just love this.
Hey guys, welcome to my page. I'm Dr. Crystal, and yes, I'm a real board-certified doctor.
And yes, I'm a real board-certified doctor. Like, talk your shit, Queen. You actually positively contribute to society. Like, talk that shit. But while all of these posts and signs point towards one thing, things get even crazier, because that Redditor also linked and speculated that Nick Shaw, one of the founders of RP, also got divorced. Now, I won't go too much into detail with this one, mostly because Nick isn't a super public-facing figure like Mike, but also because a few of the linked posts have pictures of his kids. Apparently, his wife posted one of those new home, new me posts on Instagram like Crystal did, and both Nick and his wife made separate Christmas posts that don't involve each other. It's just, you know, one parent and the kids. So out of the privacy for the kids involved, I won't be showing nor covering this one. The timing of all of this is kind of crazy. I mean, I can already sense Greg Doucette making a video where he says that Nick and Mike both divorced their wives so they can be in a gay relationship, which, no, Greg, put the pen down, stop, bad Greg, stop. Now again, let me remind you, these are just speculations that have a lot of weird things pointing in one direction. Nothing is confirmed. As we all know, schizo posting on Reddit is nothing new in this day and age. People are way too nosy about other people's private lives, and I know that sounds rich coming from me who's making a video on this, but hey, at least I get to pay my Brazilian editor, you know, so it's not like total jobless behavior over here. But I also do want to mention that while we like to make fun of Mike on this channel because in my opinion, he's kind of a negative force in the fitness community, his political views and the image that he presents to the world is like very damaging in my opinion, and while I do like to make fun of him, I still don't think people should bully him for this. I mean, divorce is a hard thing to go through no matter who you are. Recently we had Ilya Topuria, who's a UFC star, go through the same thing, and it's just never a nice experience to have, especially because all of these are still speculation. Nothing has been absolutely confirmed. But if this is true, at least Mike can now finally hug and kiss ChatGPT without his wife getting in the way. God, that poor woman. I hope she's recovering. Anyways, gamers, watch this video here where I deep dive into the weird and disturbing side of Mike Israetel, like his downright racist views, extremely weird robot fetishes and stuff. I know you love it if you like this video, and I'll see you gamers in the next one. Zoorp out.